Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React View channel. So, Vidbir 2023 is happening on this Saturday, which is the national final in Ukraine to select the song for Eurovision 2023. So, I have already reacted to all 10 songs. The link should be above. But since then, well, particularly the last 3 days, luckily on Spotify, all 10 songs are available and there is already a playlist. So what I've done is I've familiarized myself with all songs as a way of trying to rank them from 1 to 10. So the purpose of this video is ultimately to go through my ranking. Now it's my personal ranking in regards to the songs that I connect with the most, ones that I connect with the least. It's my opinion, it's not necessarily what I think will happen, should happen, etc, etc. One thing that I will say is Saturday is certainly going to be quite enlightening. We're quite used to kind of Vidbir being a show. Now, I saw today that Vidbir 2023 will be filmed in a bomb shelter in Kiev, which makes sense with everything that's going on the ground in Ukraine. So I'm really interested to see how Ukraine pulls off what for a lot of Euro fans is their favourite national final. Now, to add to that is a little bit of excitement from my part, and that is I did see the other day that Zlata Ognevic will be presenting, which makes me super happy because fundamentally her song at Eurovision is one of my favourite songs of all time. In fact, Eurovision 250 is coming up and I still need to do my top 10 Eurovision songs of all time, and trust me, Zlata's Gravity is in there. Easy. Let's not forget everything that's happening on the ground in Ukraine. The fact that they're able to kind of do this is incredible, but also is testament to their spirit right now in regards to, despite everything, they're going to put this national final on, which is ultimately amazing and is, I guess, a ray of light in regards to all of the horrors that are currently happening on the ground in Kiev. So let's do this. So I'm going to have a look at a recap of all songs, and when each song comes on, I'm going to tell you where it ranks in my personal top 10. My personal top 10, not necessarily what I think should or will happen. I want to stress that. Not alone, you by myself, you will find that in front of me. Now, when I initially reacted to this song, I profess that on pretty much instant listen, I really liked this song. So, I mean, I don't think I properly listened to the lyrics or kind of read the lyrics. For each of these songs, I've done a bit more research and kind of now I'm a bit more familiar with what's going on. There's not so many lyrics in regards to this song, but there is a repetition of I'm not alone, I'm by myself, you will find death in front of me. So I'm assuming the message of this is tapping into what's currently happening in Ukraine, which makes total sense. The fact that all 10 songs isn't about the war that's happening in Ukraine is, I guess, again, testament to Ukrainian will, to be honest, and spirit. So I do love the fact that there are kind of 3 parts to this song. It starts off slow, a bit like kind of a Marius Bear, Boys Do Cry last year. My room lives a boy who then goes into a bit of Armenia, Aram, MP3, Alone. And then it kind of goes into that Alexander Rybak kind of violin moment. I'm really into this song. I really am. It kind of plays into everything that I kind of listen to and love. So for me, this is number 4. So this is number 4 in my top 10 of Vidbir 2023. Okay, so when I originally listened to this, I did profess that I understand the sound of the song and I understand that there's like probably a huge market for it out there. And in fact, there's been 1 or 2 people that have messaged on my reaction video kind of testifying their love for this song and this band. I did go away and try and find the lyrics of the parts that are sung. It does seem to kind of play on the idea of hope, because what do they say in English translated? What we need to have, I believe, that it will come down and grief will pass by the sea. So I think the lyrics are playing on the concept of hope, basically. I'm assuming in regards to what's happening at the moment in Ukraine. I do understand this is a respectable sound, and there was part of this song that made me remember Massive Attack's Teardrop. I don't know if people are familiar with that. There is part of this song that makes me think of that song, and also with that song, I completely know it's a respectable sound, and when people say they love it, I'm like, totally, I get it. It's just not a sound that I gel with. And actually the break in the song, the dance break, I don't really gel with that either. In fact, that's particularly why I wasn't a huge fan of Samantha Tina Latvia 2021 Still Breathing. I think this song's going to do really, really well. I can see a world where this might win on Saturday. There seems to be a lot of support behind it. It's just not a song that kind of gels with me. So for me, I've got this in at number 8, only because it interests me. I'm not saying that over the 3-minute period it is a pleasant listen, but I'm certainly intrigued. It's different, it's interesting, and for that I've credited it. And that's the reason why I've given it number 8. Reason, silence, make it alright. Reason, it makes me feel alive. Now, I completely understand this song is doing nothing new. It is very generic. If Ukraine sent it, it wouldn't particularly do well, but I've really connected with this song over the last few days. Like, it does give me that kind of, particularly the kind of tone of his voice and parts of this song, kind of the James Arthur.
I held your hair back when you were throwing up.
Or Lewis Capaldi.
I need somebody to know, somebody to hear.
Sound, which let's not discredit that, but also it is kind of mixed with a bit of kind of 90s noughties boy band cheese as well. For me, I think it's a pleasant listen. It's more than a pleasant listen. I enjoy listening to it. So that's why for me, DEMCHUK is number 5. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so there is no denying that this song does stand out. That's the reason why if you put Vidbir 2023 into Twitter or the internet, this song comes up. And moreover, you've got the kind of random reactors that react to anything on YouTube that tend to be just reacting to this song rather than any of the others. That's because it does stand out. And I think if Ukraine decide to go for this on Saturday, I do think that this song is very, very competitive. For me, listening to all the songs, it generally falls down a little bit. There are other songs that I prefer, and I'm not saying this just to be controversial, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's my own personal opinion. It's not what I think should happen or what will happen. I just think now I've listened to all 10 quite a few times. It's just not in my top 5. It's my number 6. And that's not, like I said, I think it's really competitive and it makes sense for Ukraine. This should be one of the ones Ukraine should seriously consider selecting. I mean, the fact that the track speaks about kind of, it's a track about hope at the end of the day. Like, after bad times, there are good times, right? I thought initially when I listened to it, it was all about kind of blaming God, but it's not. She says, when God closes a door, God opens another one, i.e., even times of bad, good things will come, which is a great message. There is a part of me that thinks that Saturday's result will be whichever song and lyrics kind of resonate with Ukrainians on Saturday, and as a result, songs that link to what's happening at the moment stand a better chance, and that makes total sense. For me, there are just songs that I connect with more, but I respect this song. I respect the production. It sounds expensive. I think it could be staged very well, and it certainly stands out, and it's a type of sound that I think even Euro fans would expect Ukraine to send in regards to being a bit different and quirky. But for me, it's number 6. Okay, so I've if you watch my reaction to this song, I was a bit nonplussed about it, but I think there was a couple of things. Number one, the intro it still sounds like a demo version, like the first 15 seconds. And then I guess the visual that I'm looking at the moment doesn't seem, I guess it's Ukrainian, but it doesn't seem extravagant. I don't know the word. I don't know. It just isn't popping as something that I should make note of. But ultimately, I can't lie, I've really come to love this song. Now, the lyrics are telling me, I mean, what's she singing about? Let's do it with your hands, clap, clap, clap. Every girl, young woman needs a guy, a guy. Let's do it with your legs, stomp, stomp, stomp. It's a song, one of the very few songs in this selection that isn't about war, but I can't lie to you, it's actually really, really, really infectious. There is something about this song that does reminisce back to Slavic girls, Donatan and Cleo from Poland. Which I think is probably a good thing for Ukraine. And I think it'll be very unexpected for Ukraine to send this song next year, because I think the world is just going to assume that Ukraine are going to send either, you know, a ballad or something war related. So as a result of that, it would be quite, a bold move to go a bit different. But I do think that that would be rewarded and respected next year in May in Liverpool. I love the dance break, and ultimately it sounds Ukrainian, it sounds cultural. And so I love it. This is my number one. We're already in there. This is my number one. I think this is a great song. When it comes on, it makes me super, super happy. I need to Okay, so I just want to thank Wee Wee Blogs, because Wee Wee Blogs did the job which I was trying to do, and that was to find the message of this song. So once I read the message of the song on Wee Wee Blogs, I fell in love with this song even more. Now, if you watch my reaction to this song, I thought it started off a bit meh, and then by the end of it, I was like, I quite like this. According to Wee Wee Blogs, it's a lullaby for Ukraine's children during the war. And she describes the situation of a mother trying to put her child to sleep as predators stalk the country. Now that's really, really, really hard hitting. What I do love about this song is the sound of it. They're using a bandura, so thank you very much for the people who've commented on my reaction video who informed me of that, which is a Ukrainian instrument, so they're tapping into Ukrainian culture, which I think whatever song is sent to Liverpool next year, I think that's really important to celebrate Ukrainian culture and to educate people about Ukrainian culture, particularly right now, because I'm already being educated. So the instrument in particular, but also in regards to the name. So it's KRUTઃ, right? Now, because obviously I don't have Cyrillic keyboards, I think I've been lazy like other people and just put a B. Oh gosh. And I can see why some people have not taken offense, but called me up on that. Rightfully so. If it was my language, I'd want to kind of inform people that they were using my language wrong. Oh, I'm trying to do this. So yeah, even Wee Wee Blogs mentioned, for foreigners, her stage name can be a bit confusing. The last letter of KRUT's name in Ukrainic Cyrillic is a soft sign which is untranslatable to the English language. It's definitely not a B. There's parts of this song that really remind me now of the song, was it from Belgium, Like the Wind, years ago? Which I absolutely loved. I think this is a really good song, and in all seriousness, because I think from what I'm seeing on social media, there is an element where people are saying that it's either KRUTઃ or When God Shuts the Door. I think this for me is a better choice. I think this is going to be a moment. I can't wait to see how this is staged on Saturday. It's going to be staged as well as it can be staged in a bomb shelter. So, but nonetheless, I think you could do magic with this on stage, on a big stage in Liverpool. I'm rooting for this song. So I was torn with this song because there were two songs that I was flipping and floating between second and third. In the end, this is my third favourite. But if we're saying that FIINKA is not a favourite, and it is out of KRUTઃ or When God Shuts the Door, I would prefer this one to get sent, in my opinion. Now, I wasn't particularly impressed in my reaction to this song, and regrettably, my opinion hasn't changed. Now, I know that they have a significant fan base. I've seen that now on social media. I mean, for me, I just think the song is a little repetitive, and it just doesn't kind of wow. There's nothing intriguing about this song. As a result of that, it is in my last place. It is 10th. But I think it's going to do a lot better than that because there are, from what I can see, a lot of fans of this act and this song. For me, it's just the one that I connect with the least. Stronger than you think. Why did she translate into English? Because I've heard the Ukrainian version, and I don't want to be that English person being like, why is it not in your native tongue? I always say that I do prefer songs. They're more intriguing and interesting for me as an English speaker to be in your native tongue. There is a version of the song in Ukrainian, but they've obviously gone for an English version, which I don't think is a good idea. It is a sound that we've heard before. It is the kind of safe sound that you would hear at Melodifestivalen in Sweden that probably wouldn't get any further than the Heats, basically. It's like a relaxed, chilled version of Icebreaker from Norway. But that has much more impact. But that isn't to discredit the fact that this is a nice listen. I've got this in 7th place. 7th place. It is better than, or I've come to like it more than my initial reaction. I don't know anyone who's really talking about this song. I love this song. On my initial reaction, I was like, oh, I think I'm going to really like this song. And it turns out that it's absolutely true. Now, I don't want to be patronising and be like, oh, it's like Evanescence, My Immortal. But I'm using that reference to say that I love that song because I love rock ballads. It's more kind of toned down version of that, obviously. There is part of me that still thinks that this song could already be revamped. There is parts of it that do feel like a demo, particularly the second verse when the rap comes in. There's this elevator sound in the background that still I find quite jarring. But the fundamentals of this song are right. The melody in the chorus, I'm just captivated by, drawn to. This is my second place. This is my second place. And actually, I really wanted to find out what he was talking about. This isn't a song, as far as I can tell, about war. I mean, I've got a lyric here. I don't understand why you won't leave my head. It's so difficult. It's someone trying to get over someone, is what I could see. Someone that's been heartbroken or been hurt by someone. Who hasn't had that experience? I think this song's great. I really, really jam with this song. This is my second favourite. Second favourite. I love it. So obviously, by default, you will have worked out that this is my 9th favourite. There's no denying this probably is the best production. It sounds the most polished in regards to its production. The sound does sound familiar. It sounds like a sort of sound that I grew up with, like a pop R&B. For me, it's too dark, and the whole feel of the song is too dark. And I know that this act has a lot of followers. In fact, in my reaction video, someone said go away and watch their music video, which I did, which did elevate the song, believe it or not. And there were moments where I was going to raise it from 9th to 7th, I think. The music video kind of gives you much more of an idea behind the sound, or the concept behind the sound. But can we just remember Equinox from Bulgaria with Bones?
So I love beyond the bones, goes deep inside your soul.
It is a bit of a risky game to send a dark sounding song to Eurovision. It didn't pay off for Equinox, who had a far superior song to this one. I think there is a realm where this could win. This act does seem like it's got a lot of support in Ukraine. I don't know if that's a good choice, but certainly for me, if it got selected, I'd be surprised. And yeah, it's my 9th place out of the 10 choices that Ukraine has on this Saturday. So with that said, good luck, Ukraine. I wish you all the best for a successful Vidbir 2023. pick wisely. I've seen that there's going to be an hour or maybe 2-hour break before the results. So I'm definitely going to be tuning in for that. I don't think I've got much planned on Saturday. Wishing you all the best. So those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think below. Comment below your favourites. And if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, please do. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.